Thank you again for joining Proud of the Podcast. I appreciate all those who have been listening to this message. Continue to listen to this message and know that I am not preaching hate, but only truth. Truth of what is actually going on within our society, within our world, within our communities, and now within our own governments. Not just any government, but all governments across the land are now godless governments. They are godless governments. And now they are creating godly family units. Godless family units. That's what they're creating. Godless family units. Without fathers, without mothers, hell, without the children. They are totally decimating the family structure. Government is allowing all types of ways for women and men to run out on their children, to run out on each other, and to run out on God Himself. These governments are creating a godless family unit that no longer loves each other and conforms to each other. But now we're living in a godless family unit where the children hate the parents hate the children, the parents treat their children as burdensome rags. They treat their children like they're just nothing but something to get the attention for the parents. They're no longer truly loved by their parents, nor is the children truly loving their mother and father anymore. As we've seen with all the school shootings, where most of the shooters have shot their parents. Most of the shooters were LGBT, queer community, sodomites, brought up in family units that are godless. That are godless family units. Totally void of any God. So many people now look at what people have. They look at their status. Oh, you got a nice house. You got a nice car. You got a nice looking family. You got a nice looking family. But if you looked a little bit deeper than that, dumbass, you would see what's really there. Nothing. Everything that is godless will be burned up in an instant when it dies. It will be worth shit. It will not be worth the penny. It will not be worth nothing. Zero. Zilch. You get nothing for your 40 years here on earth because you traded it for a godless family. That is what women are doing right now. They're trading their souls to have a godless husband that allows them to fuck whoever they want, do whatever they want, spend whatever they want, say whatever they want, feel whatever they want, act the way they want to act without any repercussions. They want a godless family unit. They want children who do not care. They want children who are whores. They want children who are gay. They want children who are sexual deviants. They want children who are pedophiles. They want the worst of the worst. They want their children to not have anything good and godly in their life. They want their family to be a godless family unit. They want to have a nice picture with a nice smile when it comes time to look good for everybody. But when it's time to actually do good, there is no good there. And these families are being raised by the godless governments that are allowing divorces, allowing children to be raped by their parents, allowing children to be totally brought up in a godless family where much child molestation is going on. They're allowing godless family units because that is what they want. They want to fuck all these women. They want to rape all these women and children and boys and girls and everything else. They want to be able to do whatever they want to do, marry whoever they want to marry, and have no God in that system. They want all of us to bow to the godless government that is raising up these godless families. And go look at the statistics. Go look at the statistics of the children born out of wedlock and see how many are cut off from ever being any type of blessing to anyone. No longer a blessing because they were born out of wedlock. No longer godly, born out of wedlock. Nothing but total shitbags is this generation raising. No longer is this generation trying to even raise up children to be godly, to be truly loving, to be truly caring, to be truly understanding. They are raising up children in the likeness of their true father, which is Satan, the devil himself. That is where these families come from. That's where these families are going to go back to. And they're going to get their children there faster because their children are going to drink alcohol and kill themselves with DUIs. Their children are going to overdose on drugs as they already are. 40,000 a day, 50,000 a day, just in America alone, dying of fentanyl from godless families, not raising their children up to give a damn about the life they were given because they are godless. They had no God in their life. And when they were born, they should have just muted them before they was ever born because they was born out of wedlock. And all these people that are fucking and having kids out of wedlock, these kids are going to be zeros. They are zeros. They will not exist when the time comes. The time is coming when we have to put away the false ideas, the false thinking that all families deserve respect, deserve to be kind, and deserve this and deserve that. No, they don't. They are godless forms of humanity that are being raised up to manipulate and become what the government already is right now, which is ungodliness. More ungodliness is being raised up in our schools from the ungodly family units that we have millions and millions across the globe, across nations, countries, states, and all sectors of earth are being inundated by godless families, godless governments, godless militaries, godless everything. They want no God in any form in these areas, and many more that I will speak upon in the coming podcasts. These are godless people who are doing the damage. And if you don't see all the manipulation that these ungodly people are doing in every area of your life, and how they are stealing, how they are raping, how they are pillaging, how they are totally sucking all the wealth out of every nation across the land through all means of wickedness, and how they are all been raised up and how we should be cutting these people off from ever becoming a part of God's society, because they have chosen to live a way that is ungodly, that doesn't even show God in it at all. We have to continue this fight to put God back in our schools, God back in our governments, God in our military, God in our police force, God, God, God. And I'm not talking about this false bullshit that we're seeing all over America and all over the other parts of the world right now. I'm talking about real people serving God in every way, in every form that they possibly can, to bring Christ's love, Christ into every aspect of life. It is time to kick the ungodly out of our governments, if their character does not line up, it is time to get rid of them. It is time to fire them. It is time to run them off. It is time to make a stand for Christ. And those who want to be godly, those who actually want to not be a sexual deviant, that don't want to have drugs fed to their children, and those that really care about their children, really care about their families, really care for the future of this country. If you are that person, then get up off your ass, quit making excuses, and go out there and fight. And fight diligently, fight hard, and do not let anybody make you feel sorry for choosing the side of God. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy this podcast. I'm trying to make them shorter, only for the simple fact that some people just don't have enough time these days. But it is time to make time for God. It is time to make time to fight. It is time to quit ignoring the truths of what is going on within this world. Thank you. God bless.